Hey, what is good? It's Team Roku Rex here. But for this video, it's just me, Roku, chilling with you guys. Here to show you my rank 4 numbers deck profile. If you couldn't tell from the last video, this is the Duel video that we posted, that me and Rex posted. I was playing my original deck rank 4 numbers, and my partner Rex was playing his Junk Doppel deck, which his deck profile should be up on the channel if you want to go check it out. It'll be in the link in the description, hopefully. So this deck is a deck that I've been working on that I've had for a long time, and it's been with me for a while. It's one of my favorite decks to play. And before we go into the deck, I just want to say actually, so before we go into deck profile, I need to warn all new viewers that we do not play link format on this channel. And don't be any link monsters in the extra deck. So don't question like how you're gonna summon this monster and any link monsters. You get the idea. It's just we don't like link format at all. And second thing I have to say is that this video is not for the sake of net decking. It's only for the sake of me to show you guys, the viewers, the build I have set for me and the build that I like to enjoy, so y'all can follow along with how this deck goes. So yeah. So we can get into the deck profile right about now. Starting off the deck profile, we got 2 Gomberg. You know, to get your level 4 plays out. You know, some of them get a level 4 monster in the field, go into your disease. You get the idea of how this card works. After that, 2 Performage Trick Clown. Trick Clown's really good because he recycles himself into the graveyard to recycle Performage monsters, to get them back on the field and stuff. After that, we got 2 Performage Hatchiker. You can switch summon this card from your hand if there are 2 or more monsters in the field. Doesn't matter if it's on your opponent's field, doesn't matter if it's on your field. As long as there are 2 monsters in the field, switch summon this card from the hand. You could also use a second effect. I also use a second effect to negate Trick Clown damage. Because when Trick Clown brings back a monster, you take 1,000 damage. So with Hatchiker, if it's on the field, you can negate that. And then for the Pendulum Engine, the last 1 Damage Juggler. Damage Juggler is like a hand trap. Discard him, negate battle or effect damage, and banish him and such a performance monster from your deck to your hand. So, he's really good. He's a searcher, it's a hand trap. Yeah, I don't know why Konami wanted to ban this, but we're playing traditional format, and I don't care. I love this card. Next, for the Pendulum Engine, we're gonna Dragodize and Dragonox the Empowered Warrior. Dragodize Pendulum effect's really good for cutting opponent's monster attack in half when at the start of the damage step. And you gotta discard 2 so you get cards in the graveyard like Damage Juggler. Also his monster effect, you can set him, and then when he's destroyed by battle or card effect by an opponent's monster. Such 1 warrior or spellcast type monster has less attack from the deck to your hand during the end phase. So he's also a really good search too. And then Dragonox, I only really use his effect to end the battle phase when opponent's monster because of an attack. And you can also use his monster effect to bring back warrior or spellcast type monsters in the graveyard with 2,000 less attack. But you gotta discard a card too, so I mean, like, that's pretty harsh. Sorry about that. So yeah, they're alright, and they're really good with each other. So yeah, and the last monster Pendulum Engine is Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Only using his last effect. If you control no monsters, bring yourself back from the graveyard. So I always want to keep Darkworm in the graveyard so I can do that. And that's the Pendulum Engine. We go on to the monsters. One Super Agent. Super Agent's actually really good for the deck because he summons himself with his own effect, and then when he summons himself with his battle card, which is him, switches him by his own effect, then you pop a card in the back row, or pop a spell and trap card. I mean, like, you can't go wrong with this card. You reveal it, look at the top card of your opponent's deck. That means you get to see what they got next. But they also get to see what they got next. But you get the idea. And then, if you guess it right, special summon him. And then you gotta pop a card in the back row. This thing, special summon itself, looks at cards on top of the deck, and then destroys back row. It's got a 1900 attack too. You can't go wrong with that. So yeah, after that we got Gaga Magician. You don't really need this card a lot, but I don't really use the card a lot. But I mean, like, you got level modulation, so his level becoming 3, just for the rank 3 plays with the rank 3 monster in the deck. After that we got Kaiser Sea Snake. If your opponent got some monsters and you don't, switch them from their hand so it becomes 4. 1 Sentinel. You always want this card in the graveyard so you can banish him to drop opponent's monster's attack by 500 for each material and disease monster you control has. So you always want to get him in the graveyard. 1 Gentlemander to redirect attacks. So if your opponent wants to attack a monster, summon Gentlemander. Switch summon Gentlemander and then redirect the attack, save your monsters. 1 Mathematician to get your Sentinels and your Damage Jugglers and your Shit Clowns in the graveyard. So you can start your combos. And then 1 Crane to bring back a Mathematician when he's in the graveyard. And then go into your rank 3 plays. So those are the monsters, and now you move on to the traps. 2 XYZ Reception to stop your bricks, so you can get monsters out in the field. So then you can go into your Xyz easier. 1 XYZ unit, it's like an overlay wagon, and an attack boost combined, equipped to an Xyz monster, gain 200 attack times its own rank. And if you wanted to attach a material, using the if the Xyz monster wants to attach a material, you can attach unit instead. So like I said, overlay wagon and attack boost would run 2, but I only have 1, and I only need 1, so yeah. Generation Force, if you have an Xyz monster on the field, such the Xyz cards, I have to have Xyz in the name. So yeah. And then the Rank Up Engine, yes we do want a Rank Up Engine, which consists of Rank Up Magic, Quick Chaos, Numerana Force, and Variance Force. Quick Chaos is quick play, so that's self-explanatory. Do it during your opponent's turn. Numerana Force I really like because when you activate it, all monsters in the field apart from the monster you should summon it, the effects are negated. All cards, so it negates everything apart from the monster you summoned with. And Variance Force just because you needed a rank up. Just a 3rd rank up. So yeah. Also, I do have another Numerana Force, but I choose to side deck it, and then just keep Variance Force there, so your opponents don't feel like they're gonna get hit really bad. Lure them into a trap if you're not playing Xyz. So yeah. Then you got Ascending Hope Road. You're only using this card to get your Zexal out. Just bring back 3 numbers from the graveyard, and then overlay them immediately to go into Utopia or Utopic. And since it's Utopic Zexal, just go into him automatically. 1 Lightning Vortex to kill your all face-on monsters your opponent controls. Also get cards in the graveyard by discard. 1 Soul Charge, because it's Soul Charge, flood your field with stuff to go into more Xyz and stuff. 1 Half Shot, either to stop your opponent's monsters from destroying your monsters, or to cut your opponent's monster's attack in half so you can attack over that and deal damage to the game. 1 MS2 spell and trap removal. 1 Rhoda searching, yeah, and 1 Whale turning alive to get your goblin bugs back to your hand. And your super agents so you can destroy them back low. After the spells, we got the traps. I have to go through this really fast. For the traps, you run 3 the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. This card is so really good, it's been with me all this time. Special summon it, it's a level 4 monster from your spell and trap zone in the monster zone. It's not considered a trap in the monster zone, so your opponent can't spell and trap removal it. And you can activate them until you set if you have no traps in the graveyard. So running him at 3 makes him really consistent so you can get him in your hand a lot. So that's really good. And the fact that you can activate turn it set, that gets you out of a lot of bricks if you don't got traps in the graveyard. So I mean, like, yeah, you get your Xyz plays out super fast. 2 XYZ blocks like the soul of the deck. So if your opponent wants to activate a monster effect, any monster effect, attach a material from Xyz monster control, negate that, negate the effect and destroy it. It's like the soul of the deck. 1 XYZ Revenge Shuffle in case your opponent wants to attack a monster Xyz monster I control. Pop that Xyz monster back to the extra deck, then bring back a more overpowered Xyz monster from the graveyard, like 77 and stuff like that. Really throws your opponents off. 1 Number Wall, since it's a number deck. You want to protect your numbers, not get them destroyed. You want to protect them. Yeah, so 1 Halfway to Forever to get your future, to get your Utopia plays out. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole and 1 Deep Dirt Trap Hole to end it off. Deep Dirt to punish Synchro users and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the main deck. And now we move on to the extra deck. Okay, moving on to the extra deck, we got the number 39 Utopia. Utopia itself, it's just actually a really good card for stopping attacks and stuff. So you can just save your monster to stall and then do whatever you gotta do. And since we're running a rank up engine in the deck, you got the Utopia Ray Victory. Out of all the rank ups to Utopia, I run Victory. I don't have a Lightning, so yeah, we're doing Victory for now. He's so good, especially with the Numerana Force, which negates everything in general. So then if he has Utopia as material, and battles a monster, detach a material, and then he gains attack equal to the monster it's battling, and then its effects are negated too. So it's negation, and then it's also just destroying cards overpowered. You can't get over that. 101 Silent Honor, I self-explanatory for any rank up deck. Because, you know, it just takes monsters, switches on monster the opponent controls. Really stalls and scripts their plays. And then for the rank up, you want to see 101 Silent Honor Dirk. Silent Honor Dirk is the upgraded version of this card. Dead, it just takes switches on monsters straight up. It's just gonna take it from you. And then if you to be destroyed by battle, and if you were to be destroyed by any way, and you have 101 in the graveyard, then bring C101 back and gain 2800 life points. So he takes monsters, and he rejuvenates life points. After that, 80 Vastafian Berserk. He uses him to get pesky cards out of the graveyard and into the banish pile, like Level Eaters. I really hate Level Eaters, mostly because of X and the Junk Doppel deck. You can go check that out in the description below. Also, you can equip it to an Exit monster against limited attack, so that can get over monster. And since I have this card, you could run the rank up number C80 Requiem in Berserk, which is like all rank ups are max powered of the normal monsters. C80 if he has number 80th material, attach a material, target a card in the field and banish it. And he can equip to a Exit monster, gains 2000 attack. And if that Exit monster were to be destroyed, you can detach 80 instead, I think. Hold on, let me read the code. Okay, so I just read it, and in fact it actually does prevent, save him from being destroyed. So yeah, equip it to an Exit monster, gains 2000 attack, and if it were to be destroyed, detach Requiem instead. I really only would run Requiem because I have Astrophy. And I just like the rank up engine, and that's really cool. After that, the natural rank ups, number 70 Malevolent Sin. You usually run this card just to banish monsters, get them out of the way, so you can attack for game and attack that kind of stuff. And whenever he attacks, whenever he attacks a monster, he gains 300 attack, and his rank increases by 3. And when his rank gets to 10, you can rank up into his rank up number 77 7 Sins. You detach 2 material from him, banish all switch summon monsters your opponent controls, and then you can take one of them and equip it to him as material. Like, dead imagine that, you got like all your awesome monsters in the field, summon number 77, banish them all, and keep the weakest monster to keep his material. Just get your opponent match triggered. This card's also a 4K beater, so it's really good. And then for the numbers that don't have rank ups, that's why I don't run them or they don't have them. Number 50 Black Ship of Corn, get rid of little monsters and burn your opponent for 1000. Number 103 Wagner Zero, in case your opponent wants to try to boost their attack. And then you can just straight up stop that. That's also a good draw power. Number 71 Uberian Ship, which is the rank 3 engine I was telling you about before. In which you can just bring back numbers from the graveyard. And if you send to the graveyard in any way, you take a rank up magic spell from the deck and place it on top of the deck. So it's a search of the rank up magics, which I really do need for this deck. And ace card, number S3 Topic Zexal. Zexal is so good. You just, for the material, you need 3 number monsters with the same rank, which is the entire deck, basically. You can also use it, you can also summon it by discarding a rank up magic and using Utopia as material, which makes it super easy to bring out now that I have a rank up magic engine. So he gets 1000 attack from each material attached to it. So that's like 3000 attack when starting out. And then detach a material to then negate, detach a material during your opponent's turn to negate, so your opponent can't activate card effects at all. So it could just stop your opponent from doing anything. So good. Really do love this card, the deck. You could put it at 2, maybe, but I mean, like, there's no space in the extra deck, and I only need 1. After that, we go on number FC Utopic Future. Utopic Future is for the non-numbers, and he's just really awesome because he takes monsters. So then you can just take your opponent's monsters and then do whatever you gotta do. Take his only monster attack for game, straight up. And so yeah, Future. Also love this card. This card's been with me for a long time. And then for the non-numbers, you want 1 Dark Rebellion Exist Dragon for cutting your opponent's, taking your opponent's monster attack, and then attacking over that, gets over high monsters. And 1 Cowboy, because why not Cowboy? Because summon him in defense, attachment material, burn your opponent for 800. Summon it in attack, attachment material, you gain 1000 attack, and your opponent loses 500. That's pretty OP. And if you got Wagner Zero on the field, let's just say, if you got Wagner Zero on the field, Cowboy attack, Wagner Zero chain, quick effect too. So then destroy that, and you still got 1000 attack, so you can still attack over that. Which I did just realize now. So that's pretty nice. So, yeah, that's the extra deck for you. And now we're about to cut to the end, so... Okay, guys, so that's my rank up, man. That's my rank up, rank 4 numbers deck profile. Sorry about that mistake. I've been saying rank up magic this entire time. Rank 4 numbers deck profile. Hope y'all enjoyed it. My partner in Duel and Yugi Tubing, Rex, has his Junk Doppel deck profile on the channel somewhere. So if you want to go find that, it's in the description below. So I have more deck profiles to show you guys. The next one I think will probably be Red Eyes. So that's a deck I've been working on for a long time, and I hope y'all enjoy that too when it comes out. So till then, like this video, subscribe, share with your friends so they can see the awesome Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that we post. Thanks for watching, and peace out.